Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
And it is Friday.
I created a monster, cause nobody wants to see more, so no more. They want shady, I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shock when I get shocked at the hospital by the doctor when I'm not cooperating. When I'm rocking the table while he's operating. Hey! You waited this long to stop debating, cause I'm back, I'm on the brag and ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicating. So the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me.
Let's go. You made it. It's Friday. Pretty gloomy morning. Rained all the way from Elgin. Well, I was going to say to Texas, probably somewhere down there. From Elgin to Texas, I think is where it rained from. Dumping. Poured last night again. So hopefully when you get on the roads, there's not that standing water where you are. There certainly was on Lakeshore Drive in the far right, far left lanes. I almost wiped out again. So be careful out there with all the rain overnight, and especially in the Elgin area that got hammered last night. 312-591-8300. Give us that proof of life check-in. A lot for you today. As usual, in just about 6 minutes, we'll give you that keyword for the Black Keys. See them anywhere you want to see them in America. The Black Keys. So we'll get the first keyword of the day in just about 6 minutes, followed by the fact that makes your brain go. Bristol Renaissance Fair tickets in Clash with Kenzie coming up at 7:10. And today, movie reviews. Case's movie review in honor of the tragic passing of Michael Madsen. A lot of movies to choose from with Michael Madsen. The guy made like 365 movies. People checked in on not Tombstone, but Wyatt Earp, that vehicle. I love Donnie Brasco. It's an incredible, underrated mob movie, and boy, does he crush in that with Johnny Depp. But you can't do Michael Madsen without doing Reservoir Dogs, and that is the movie today at 8 o'clock for Case's movie review. He has seen it. No hints yet. He's here. I thought that movie would ruin him and he wouldn't show up.
No, I do understand, though, why now everybody said for all the movies Michael Madsen's been in, you have to watch Reservoir Dogs. I get it now.
Yeah, obviously.
He's a big part of that movie.
Big part, and there's one scene specifically that you will remember the rest of your life tied in with the song Stuck in the Middle.
I will never be able to hear that song the same way. Now, I'll say, not a song I particularly listen to a ton.
Not on your playlist.
Not on my playlist, but when I hear it, I'm going to think about Michael Madsen from now on.
You will not find that song in History of Alternative with Brian Phillips on Sunday mornings. So we'll have that at 8. And then we're really excited to have WGN-TV's Brona Tumulty checking in on that Country Club Hills School District 160 story, the corruption. We talked about it all week. It's Tiffany Henyard Part 2. And it's phenomenally disgusting of the alleged allegations. But actually there's been a suspension. We've talked about that as a superintendent of the school. And she broke the story, and we will have her on to talk about it at 8:20. Now, before we get started, we do have sports at 7 like we always do. And I want to give a treat to our 610 people. You may not be here at 7. You have to listen to sports on the podcast later. But you're here right now. We had to pour one out for legendary Cubs manager Lee Elia. You might be going, who? If you're not of a certain age or just a certain history buff of the Cubs, if you're a Cubs fan. He was back in 1981, came to the Cubs, and they were having a particularly bad start to the season. And he gave one of the greatest rants. ESPN had voted this the greatest sports rant in history at one point. And he didn't know he was being recorded. He was talking to reporters, didn't know he was being recorded, and ripped the fans for booing the Cubs for playing poorly, blowing a 1-0 lead to the Dodgers in that game, I believe. Which sounds like a normal thing that happened to the Cubs at times, or any of our teams. But boy, he wasn't happy, and he didn't know he was being recorded. And here we go. I'll give you this treat here for 50 seconds. Edited, be careful. A lot of bleeps here. But I think I got them all. This is what he said to reporters after that game, and he didn't know he was being recorded and talking about the fans booing the team.
I'll tell you one thing. I hope we get hotter than just to stuff it up them 3,000 people that show up every day. Because if they're the real Chicago fans, they can kiss my ass right downtown and print it. They're really, really behind you around here. My ass. What the am I supposed to do? Go out there and let my players get destroyed every day and be quiet about it? For the nickel-dime people that show up? The mother don't even work. That's why they're out at the game. They only go out and get a job and find out what it's like to go out there and a living. 85% of the world's working. The other 15 come out here. Playground for the suckers. Rip them mother, rip them like the players. Got guys busting their ass and them people boo. And that's the Cubs? My ass.
Imagine being a Cubs fan back in the 80s, and the manager says this about you. Lee Ilya passed away yesterday at the age of 87.
Gone too soon.
Way too soon.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this relates to today, July 11th, 2025. You get something free today, July 11th, 2025, and we'll tell you all about it when we get there after Lincoln Park. But Kenzie, do you have an idea? So think about where we are in summer, where we are July 11th, 2025. You get something free today, and we'll tell you exactly where to go get it.
Okay. Oh, is it the 11? Is it the 7-Eleven thing with the slushy bucket?
It is 7-Eleven day. I'm going to pull the plug right there in case you don't get the guess. Kenzie got
I'm
it.
Sorry.
My guess was wrong.
What was yours going to be?
I was hoping it was going to be a damn umbrella the way it's raining outside.
It was free umbrella day.
It's free umbrella. I hope so. I was sworn
Sorry,
just
Brian.
now.
I didn't think I'd actually be right.
No. Well, I didn't count it. I said July 11th 4 times, but hey. Today is National 7-Eleven Day, and they offer free Slurpees. So
Is this the one where you bring your special bucket?
now it's so funny you say that.
I'm sorry that I have so much information on it. I don't know if I'm ruining everything.
No, you're not ruining anything.
He's like, turn my microphone.
You can do the fact if you want to. Go ahead, take the paper. Go ahead. No.
Kenzie, you always complain about how your name's not first on the show. You want to lead this segment?
Yeah. No, don't apologize.
All guesses.
Because I can tell you this, right? This was a week ago. We were talking about this day off the air, myself and Case in the car ride home. And I said the same
Without me, I would know. So this was not front of my mind.
I'm not driving you to Elgin home. I'm driving Case to Uptown.
He's always favorited.
Yeah.
It's like the group chat Brad and I have where it's just us.
It's just not fair.
You know, when you're 48 miles closer, you're going to get a ride home. Well, until I move fully on, then he's losing his ride home.
Yeah, I'm losing a lot of things.
Yeah, it's a tough day, tough week.
Tough year.
But Kenzie, when Case actually told me it was 7-Eleven Day next week, remind me about the Slurpee thing, and I said exactly what you said. I said, is that the one where you can bring a bucket in and get it full of a Slurpee? Now, they do have that day. It's not today.
Oh.
Yeah, there's that day where you can bring anything up to a certain size, and they will fill up a Slurpee, whatever you want in whatever reciprocator you get.
Which I don't know that day. Because
Yeah.
I made fun of Brian when he asked me that. Because that's not the way I play ball at 7-Eleven. That's not what today is. And I can't think of, Kenzie, you're going to know. I'm going to do a visual for you. When you're watering flowers and you have the canister of water, what's that called?
Watering plants? What?
Yeah, but what's it called when the thing you put water in to water the plants?
A pot?
No, not what the plant is in, what the water's in that you dump on the plants. What's it called? You know what I mean. You put water in the thing, and then it's almost like a handheld shower.
Oh, we're starting off great here today.
No, but answer the question. Don't make fun of me. Answer the question. Where you put water into a facility.
Yeah, keep going. Oh,
And then it's got a skinny neck.
Yep.
And then it's got the end
I'm sorry, this is so funny.
that has like punctured holes in it, like a shower head. But then you dump that onto your plants, and that's how
Right.
you water the plant. What's that called?
Watering can.
Watering can. Sure, why not?
That's not what you were looking for. That's not it.
Brian goes, is this what I can take, my whatever into 7-Eleven? And I thought, what's this guy going to bring in a watering can to 7-Eleven and fill a Slurpee with that?
That's your first thought on me taking what I take into 7-Eleven, get a fill with a Slurpee, is a watering can.
I just assumed your fat face would take the biggest thing you could find.
Why wouldn't you say an empty keg of beer, which you probably thought I had at my house? Or a bathtub.
Are you doing keggers at your house
yeah,
still?
I'm doing keg stands all weekend.
He's got a bathtub on a leash he brings into
One of the
7-Eleven.
kiddie pools, Harper's and blow up.
If you're going to go big, I think you'd go that way. By the way, we missed that day, Kenzie. It was April 11th and 12th of this year, the Bring Your Own Cup, BYOC, for Slurpees, where you can bring a clean, food-safe, watertight cup, and they'll fill your Slurpee for a set price. And they have a limit on how big a thing you can bring. You can't bring a bathtub in there. Or maybe a watering can would fit.
A watering can, that's what the text line is saying.
You back a semi-truck into the building. Hold on.
The amount of texts that say watering can is just funny to me right now.
No, I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to see how many more words you could use to describe.
Okay, so it's not
Long
that.
neck.
It's not
Hold
that
on.
day. It's 7-Eleven day is not that day. The watering can day. What you do is you
Well, I guess I have
can.
my beach bucket here for no reason.
Now, nope. You can just sign up. Rewards member can get a free Slurpee today, a free small Slurpee. They've been doing this since 2002. Rewards members can sign up, which I'm a 7-Eleven rewards member.
As am I.
You can get a free Slurpee between tomorrow and July 31st.
Yeah,
Pays to have the app. You have the app, the 7-Eleven app, Kenzie?
I do not.
You should.
I can certainly get it.
You should. You should download it. I'll have some more facts about Slurpees after Lincoln Park, since Kenzie guessed it.
Are these apolitical Slurpee facts aren't related exactly to 7-Eleven, or are these still 7-Eleven day facts?
Well, this is 7-Eleven free Slurpee Day facts coming up after Lincoln Park.
And there's more than what we just talked about?
Well, I bet you didn't
Do
know
you want me
things.
to guess them or we'll ruin the whole thing?
I want you to guess, Kenzie, how the Slurpee was invented.
You want me to guess how it was invented?
How do you think it was invented?
I think that somebody's popsicle melted and then somebody was like trying to drink it and they were like, we should just make them already slushy like that so they can slurp it up.
Okay, that's her
And
guess.
let's make the Slurpee.
What's your guess on it, Case?
Probably a cow incident gone wrong. I don't know where we get the Slurpee from, if it's from the udders or not.
A cow incident that went wrong?
There's no milk in a Slurpee.
I don't know. I've never looked at the ingredients.
You
But
think
you
a Slurpee?
can taste it.
You think they milk a cow out back for a Slurpee? And
Brother, I don't know. I don't work at 7-Eleven.
You never looked at the even tongue?
All right, you know what? I'm glad we asked that follow-up question of facts. We'll give the answer on that, how the Slurpee was invented. You're not going to believe it after Lincoln Park. Brian and Kenzie.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for the fact that makes your brain go. Kenzie guessed the fact, guessing it was 7-Eleven Day, free Slurpee Day, which means you can get a free small Slurpee at the 7-Eleven near you. But if you're a rewards member, you can set it up to get a free Slurpee between today and July 31st, or the rest of the month after today, with your rewards app, which I recommend you do that. I think I got 14,000 points on my 7-Eleven card.
Okay.
I go over there for my Coke. I get my big fountain Coke every Saturday morning.
Yeah, you've told me about that. You do a little stroll in your neighborhood. You go to the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I walk out there in my slippers.
Yeah.
I got
What,
my
are you Tony Soprano?
Yeah. I pick
Every
up.
Saturday, you go to 7-Eleven for a Coke?
Yeah, I carry my newspaper. I sit out front in a fold-out chair with my American flag over the back of
You
it.
smoke a cigar while you're there?
It's one of my little treats I give myself, a big-ass, extra-large fountain 7-Eleven Coke every Saturday morning.
Why only on Saturday mornings?
Well, I'm not going to do that. If I did it now, if I did it every day, it'd probably be bad to have a big, extra-large fountain Coke every day.
Oh, yeah, you're a beacon of hell. Is that like you're saying your cheat day all of a sudden?
That's right. That's my cheat day. I sometimes I have a cheat week, but today it's a cheat day on Saturday mornings. Mm-hmm. So it's free Slurpee Day. And by the way, coming up in 10 minutes, something else food-related. We're going to pour one out for something you might be eating right now. It could be gone, and we'll talk about that. Something you enjoy every morning could be gone every morning, and we'll talk about that in just about 10 minutes. But today, 7-Eleven Day, and this year's Slurpee Day marks the 98th anniversary of 7-Eleven. Wow. 98 years 7-Eleven's been doing this. The first store opened in 1927. It was called the Southland Ice Company. The name changed to Totem's Stores. And then the 7-Eleven.
78 years they've been open.
98 years.
All right, 98 years have been open.
Yeah, 98 years
Oh,
they've
I
been
thought you
open.
meant 98 years free slushy.
Slurpee.
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 Sorry.
Slurpee's a
Sorry.
brand.
Yeah, it's a-
Slurpee is a brand.
Get with the program. And then it was called 7-Eleven in 1946, and they expanded their hours and became that thing you can go to any time of the night or day, pretty much, which is great to know that 7-Eleven's there. The Slurpee itself was invented by accident in 1958. Kenzie, what did you say you think how it was invented?
I said I think someone's like popsicle-esque treat melted.
Okay.
They started drinking it, slurping it up. Someone's like, we should already sell it like that. All these kids will slurp it right up. We'll Slurpee.
And we can save money on electricity for the refrigeration. Good, a good
They're
thought.
loving these melties.
Case thinks it's, quote, it was a cow incident.
Could be. I don't know. I
Something,
don't work there.
something happened with the udders, and it created a Slurpee somehow. That's not how it happened. Now, it was invented, this is ironic, at a Dairy Queen,
Really?
which Dairy Queen was founded here in Joliet in 1940. In case you didn't know that, Dairy Queens, you go there, they're from Chicago. They're here. So a Dairy Queen store, the soda fountain stopped working at a Dairy Queen store, and the owner, Omar Knedlik, stashed some soda in a freezer so he could sell them partially frozen.
Ow.
And therefore, the Slurpee was invented. Now, I don't know the relationship to Dairy Queen and 7-Eleven because they're not the same company. But
They may just be saying how slushies were invented and 7-Eleven calls theirs a Slurpee.
I don't know. They said that was the Slurpee invention, you know.
Because a Slurpee is like a slushy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So the names, they may have called theirs, they could have called theirs a Frozy. Like, who knows?
Yeah. I guess here's a little bit more on that. His customers loved it when he gave out frozen Cokes, frozen soda cans. And then it led him to start something called the Icy Company, ICEE.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
I see. That's the big dog.
That's the top of the food chain.
And does 7-Eleven own that or no?
I don't believe so.
Okay, that would be the first distributor of what would later be called, to Kenzie's point, it was probably a slushy thing, but it would be called the Slurpee after that. It came to 7-Eleven in 1965 when they began a licensing deal with the Icy Company. Do you think Icy Company regrets that?
No, I think
No.
they're sitting pretty.
Yeah.
I guess they got, like,
They got money for a licensing.
I guess it's like the Chili Peppers, like, sell the licensing of their songs now for like $300 million. I saw they're doing that. And I guess they still own the songs and get some money out of it, but then they get more money.
Yeah. Don't worry about Icy. They're doing okay.
I'm concerned about
I
Icy.
would not be. They're in every Target in America. They're
And
doing
it was
fine.
a licensing deal. They didn't say, hey, you can borrow this recipe and not pay us. Like, they got paid.
Like, I'm finding out more as we go along here. As part of the terms, they were allowed to give it an original name, which would be sold at 7-Eleven, and then they invented the name Slurpee for 7-Eleven.
This is a huge win for everybody. How is this not a movie? What a business deal this was.
Well, someone got to work on the script.
Wow. In 1965 was the Slurpee?
65 is when the Slurpee came to 7-Eleven. It was invented by accident in 58. So think about that. There were 7 years before it came to 7-Eleven when it was sitting around at this Dairy Queen, and then Icy Company comes in and goes, you guys got some. Don't tell them what they got here. Don't let them know.
65, think about this. JFK never had a Slurpee.
Wow. That's sad.
Hey, enjoy your Slurpee today because JFK couldn't have one.
There have been over 300 Slurpee flavors. Yep, and JFK didn't have any of them. None of those
Right.
300.
At least he didn't have like a brain freeze, though. Those are hard.
Well, in a way.
The
But
most
you got a headache. But a different kind.
the most popular ones were our Coca-Cola and Wild Cherry.
Yeah.
The Coca-Cola. You can't deny the Coca-Cola.
Come on now.
Come on now. What are we doing?
Don't play with me.
I'm surprised yours isn't some kind of Mountain Dew flavor, Case. Don't they have Mountain Dew ones?
You know, the thing about me, Kenzie, I'm not picky on my Slurpee flavor. I like whatever they got.
I'm more of a blue girl. I look like I tongue down a Smurf every time I have any kind of ice treat.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, coming up in sports, we're going to pour one out for Lee Elia. If you have not heard this rant that happened when he was manager of the Cubs in the 80s, you have to be here. We will play it on the air live. I had to work on editing out a lot to make this airable. So I worked on this, and you stay here and you listen.
Just sit here, listen, damn it.
You stay here. That'll be sports coming up. We're going to play The Verve. It'll be after sports when we do that. Also going to pour one out for something you might be eating right now in just about 30 seconds. But we just talked about today being 7-Eleven Day, free Slurpees, a free small Slurpee at 7-Eleven. If you use the app, you get more. You can get them the rest of the month, pretty much. One other fact about Slurpee I didn't mention. In 1970, 7-Eleven released a vinyl album of 2 tracks on it just for the Slurpee. And this is one of them called Dance the Slurp.
Oh, I like that.
Could be taken out of context a different way.
Why do you have to ruin good, clean fun, Brian?
That's why I'm here. Now, you're probably wondering when the thing's going to hit the chorus. This is the whole song.
This is like a Herb Alpert and the Tijuana
It's like
Brass
tequila.
Band song.
Yeah.
It's like tequila.
This is the White's tequila. I like it.
Here we go.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Right? It's so that vibe.
All right, so people have texted in a little bit about Slurpee Day, Free Slurpee Day. Jen texted in from Munster, Indiana, saying, all right, you probably think I work for the History Channel, but I don't.
Hilarious start to a text, by the way.
There was a Food That Built America show on Slurpees, which that's a great documentary, by the way. Season 10, episode 4, super interesting show. It talks about how 7-Eleven got the icy. That's outstanding.
Get that into your weekend queue. That sounds fantastic.
Also, we mentioned that the Slurpee started at 7-Eleven in 1965, even though it was invented about 7 years before. Case mentioned that JFK never got a Slurpee.
That's true.
Tragically died before that.
Something to think about.
Assassinated. Now, Marshall checked in and said, I think if JFK had gotten shot.
Hadn't gotten shot,
his head would still go boom from all these Slurpee facts.
That's not nice.
It's also, the Frankfurt Mailman checked in and said it's also National Fry Day.
Oh, my God. Hit the boom on that.
I mean, come on. I guess McDonald's has...
like French fry, because it is Friday, which is confusing if you say it fast.
I guess I might have been saying it weird, yeah.
You're like, it's National Friday.
It's actually French Fry Day, and McDonald's, our great friends, and Wendy's are giving away free fries if you go through the app. I'm pretty sure as McDonald's, they give you 8 billion points with every purchase. It's the best app ever. You might be able to get free fries Friday every Friday.
And then you can take your French fry and you can dunk it in your Slurpee.
Game over.
And be reminded of the freedoms you have as an American citizen, because Europeans aren't doing that.
Damn right.
They are not doing that.
No. They're thinner than us.
Correct.
They are thinner than us overseas.
Have you guys ever seen all those videos when people are eating a lot of food and then all these other people go guess the country underneath it? It's so mean.
They smoke more than us over there, but they also...
Well, that's why they're so skinny.
They eat less. Yeah, you can
They
be
look
skinny.
so good.
Smoking does that, I guess. It's
It makes you look good.
yeah,
They look so good.
better than Ozempic.
Oh,
Smoking.
yeah. Smoking's way better.
But you will die at the end. That's the problem.
That's the rub.
Die younger, I should say. We're all going to die at some point. Well, we're pouring one out to something that could die. This is pretty dramatic. In the last 12 hours, this happened. You might be eating this right now, and it could be gone. A little bit dramatic, because this may not be a pour one out. The iconic cereal maker W.K. Kellogg's has been sold to Ferraro, a European company, for $3 billion. Now,
What other they bought it to get rid of it? Did they?
Actually, when the purchase happened yesterday, the stock price went up, so I think Kellogg's is okay, which, of course, makes Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, Frosted Mini Wheats, Special K, Rice Krispies, Raisin Bran, and then these other ones, I've only heard of Kashi.
Okay, I've heard of that. It's a healthier cereal. That's why you
Yeah.
haven't heard of it.
I remember trying it when I was a big fan of The Biggest Loser, and I was like, "This is this is barn food. This is not good." And I wanted to like it. I wanted to be one of those people who was like, "I eat a lot of Kashi." I wanted it.
Yeah, people flex on Kashi, right? They flex on that. They don't like Kashi.
It's bad, and it tastes like pellets, and it looks like animal pellets. It's gross.
Every morning I do 3 ounces of Kashi and an
Yeah,
avocado.
I'm big on my Kashi.
They also make something called Bear Naked, and bear is spelled like bears that Case's dad goes and visits. Bear Naked.
Which would be like the animal. I think it needs further context than that.
That
What
must
did
be
you want to see? Bare naked?
that must be a healthy one too.
It's chocolatey, I believe.
But think about their roster. This is like the Beatles in songs. Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, Frosted Mini Wheats, Special K, I've add sugar to that. Rice Krispies and Raisin Bran. Good Lord.
Well, Raisin Bran is a no-go for me.
You know, like when you're in the mood for Raisin Bran, it's really good.
Well, I've never. That's the insane thing to say.
You have
When you're
you
in
have
the
a craving.
mood, for Raisin Bran. When I'm in the mood for raisins and milk,
And flakes.
it's never happened.
It's a craving.
And
God, I could use a huge bowl of raisins and milk right now.
That's delicious when you want it. It's not all the time thing. So for
I actually am less impressed with this roster than I thought I was gonna be.
wait a minute, just take Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, Frosted Mini Wheats, Rice Krispies, Raisin Bran. Okay, you don't like Raisin Bran.
Rice Krispies are boring unless they're making, crispy treats. Okay.
No, I like the cereal.
Well, they
Cereal without plain, or do you put a bunch of sugar on it?
hell yes with sugar. What are you talking about?
Most people take a canister of sugar and dump it on, which means you didn't make your cereal well. If I have to go out and get extras,
No, because I pour sugar on Frosted Flakes too. I add more.
well, that's a you thing.
It is. So Ferraro, the company that bought them, are you ready for this? Is the world's third largest chocolate confectionery company. Confectionery?
Oh, good. Maybe these cereals will get better.
Well, think about it. I don't like this, but you do. Nutella. They make Nutella.
Oh, now we're cooking.
So
They're
can you
gonna do
imagine like Nutella Frosted Flakes?
Here we go. Now we're doing something.
What about Nutella Raisin Bran?
No, stop. Get the raisins away from me.
They also make Butterfinger.
Oh, my least favorite candy. Not a fan.
I love Butterfingers. Make that a cereal. Honestly, you don't really need much. Just crank up your Butterfingers and put them in a bowl of milk. They should just sell it like that.
Butterfinger's the same way. When I'm in the mood for it, it's all over. Give me 18
You got to
of
put them in the fridge because they're a very crispy bar. You have to.
Yeah, but it's because sometimes they get too hard.
Because they're already not soft though.
I know. So
Put it in the fridge, then it's good, and then it's got that like little snap. The peanut butter and chocolate are cold. Then, because the worst when you got you got the criminal hand afterwards, none of that happens.
Wait, what's criminal hand?
Like you can't rob a bank after you eat a Butterfinger. Like they're gonna catch you.
Because they go, like for example, the guys in the town go rob a bank, and they pour bleach everywhere to mark their tracks, except on their hands where the Butterfinger chocolate is.
Trail of the chocolate stains.
And that's how John Hamm found them.
That's right. All right, well, get ready for Nutella Frosted Flakes. They're probably on the way.
Can I say one thing about Nutella? I'll make this quick. I know we got to get to sports.
Yeah.
We don't need to get to sports.
No.
Please, let's go in on this Nutella thing.
And I look, if I'm gonna,
We've talked about Slurpees, frozen Cokes, and so far the hour into the show, Frosted Flakes and French fries.
I'm gonna apologize in advance if I hurt your feelings on this. This goes to everybody listening. I was walking back from the NASCAR race downtown in the South Loop last week. I was actually walking back to our office. And I see this whenever I'm downtown, and it blows my mind, and I don't understand it. We live in the third largest city in the country. It's the greatest city in the world. There's always something to do here. I'm walking back from the NASCAR race, and there's the flagship Nutella store downtown.
Hell yeah.
And on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, summertime Chicago, greatest city in the world, there's a line out the door for the Nutella store. You gotta find something better to do with your time than waiting in line at the Nutella store. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I don't like Nutella. Too chocolatey for my blood.
I don't like it either.
But I do not understand why you would wait in a line that literally goes outside of the building for the Nutella store. Buy it on Amazon. I don't understand why people do this.
Okay, it's not the Nutella store. It's the Nutella cafe. So they're waiting to get food.
Oh, it's a cafe case.
Uncultured swine, first off. Okay? Second, you don't have kids. You don't know what it's like to be walking down the road and they see an effing massive Nutella sign and realize that they can get their breakfast essentially coated in Nutella. You're not going to be able to go anywhere, okay? They're going to lose their effing minds. And to be quite frank, I don't care where we get the pancake from, so fine. We will wait in this line. You'll get your Nutella. It's very fun, very cute. Okay. It's people waiting for food. You see people wait for food everywhere, just not because the line's outside. So there's the taco place across the street. There could easily be a wait at that restaurant. So how dare you judge everybody
I
waiting
don't
to
get
get
it.
breakfast? There's a lot of effing kids who want to go there, okay? Tristan loses it every time. It's like he can smell it, that it's around the corner, and we have to go.
I will say this, living near Michigan Avenue for quite some time, stores come and go. The Nutella store stays. It's been there. It's the one constant on Michigan Avenue over the last decade.
I
at
mean,
least.
how else do you think they afforded Kellogg's?
Yeah.
This city's keeping them in business.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. and Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.